What is up guys, I'm PlayStation Project, so welcome back to another video. And if you guys haven't seen my last foot draft video, go check it out. But there's a problem today and I'm disappointed. If you guys haven't seen my last video, you most probably didn't, because I said that if I get 50 subscribers, basically 13 more subscribers, then I'll make a foot draft series basically. And since then I've got 0 subscribers. That's shit. But if you guys want to make my day, just please subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, tell your brother, tell your nan, tell your dog, tell your sister, and tell your dad to subscribe to me. I'm joking, but just try to get me subscribers, 13 more, and I'll make a draft series. And I promise you guys, it will be worth it. It will be a top series, good goals, good edits, and yeah, everything. So just subscribe. But let's get to the video. Another below average game week. Mad annoying these are there. We managed to get 1 point below the average. That was very, very unlucky. But considering my point of view, I don't see it as unlucky because I basically got carried by 2 players. I had a poor game week. Like Son and Fernandez, they did amazing. Except them, only 4 players managed to pick up points. Only 4. That shows how much Son and Fernandez's points counted in this. Also, Dina was very impressed. He managed to pick up 7 points against Liverpool. That is a good number. Fantastic number. Calvert-Lewin cannot stop scoring goals, but the problem is, in FPL, you need those differentials to get those points, obviously. And it was very poor. Mitchell blanked, Ryan blanked, Townsend blanked after I trusted him for another game. Barnes blanked for the 3rd game week in a row, and Richarlison managed to pick up a red card. And Aubameyang blanked for the 4th game week in a row. Bellerin was okay, it was City away, so let's get into the team and see what happened. What has happened this game week? I'm saying the same thing as last game week because nothing seems to change. And all red arrows again. I mean, what is this? Let's get into it. Match Ryan in goal, poor. How do goalkeepers manage to pick up a yellow card? Like, tell me, how do they manage to pick up a yellow card? If I'm a goalkeeper, don't be stupid. Stay in net, save those shots. Don't interact with anything else. Don't interact with the fights. Don't try anything stupid. Don't try wasting time. Just stay in your goal. Try to do something smart. Don't be stupid. And another one, Mitchell. I mean, I'm not going to say don't be stupid as a centre back. They pick up yellow cards sometimes. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he picked up a yellow card. But Mitchell, since I've got him, he hasn't got any points. But he's a 4 million. He's a 4 million defender, so I'll let it pass. But the thing is, I'm kind of harsh on these players like Townsend, Barnes, and Mitchell because these are like the differentials. The differentials are basically players that not many people have. And the way you're going to win FPL is by getting a lot of these differentials in. You're not going to win FPL by putting all like Salah, Son, Kane, Aubameyang, Fernandez, all of these top players because more than 3/4 of FPL have them in their team. I mean, not Aubameyang right now who's off form, but he'll get back. Everyone will have him in his team, so every point you get for that, like I thought I had a differential by putting Son captain, then I could check everyone else's teams. Everyone had Son captain this week. So you need these differentials, and then you need them to get points. None of them managed to get points. Very poor. And Digne, another one. I mean, I'm not saying. Why am I saying another one? A player that I'm very impressed with. Like, I was gonna make a case before this Liverpool game that Digne is as much as a player as Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold in an FPL perspective, because he runs down that wing, he gets those fantastic crosses in. I mean, like a player like Bellerin, gets in those positions more than Trent, Robertson, and Digne, but he does not know how to get that finishing cross in. You know what I mean? And Digne certainly has that perfect cross. He got an assist for France as well in the international break, and then he got one as well against Liverpool, managed to pick up 7 points. Where were Trent and Robertson? Robertson managed to pick an assist as well. Trent, nothing. But Trent is obviously the favourite in this Robertson-Trent debate. But I think Digne should be up there, especially because he's 1 mil cheaper than both of the players. I mean, 1.5 cheaper than Trent. He should be in this argument. He really should. Another one, another one, Bellerin. I mean, 2 points against Man City. I mean, my Mitchell and Ryan managed to get one after conceding one, and Bellerin got two after conceding one. So I guess I'll let him pass on this. I said before the video I didn't expect anything from him since Man City away. What am I meant to expect from a 5 million defender? And he is also differential that I'm very proud of. 11 points last week. Obviously, he's going to be kept in the side. We have one transfer this week, which will be very, very interesting. And it was a very, very hard choice. But we'll get into the after the preview. We'll get into the review and see. Oh no, is this a review? No, this is a review. So after this review, we'll get into the preview and we'll see what the transfer I made. Into the midfield. A disappointing midfield. I mean, if you look at it this way, I managed to pick 28, 30, 32, 43 points off 5 midfielders. So I guess you'd say that's decent, but one got 26, one got 11, and the rest got 2. Disappointing, I have to mention. I have to say yes. Aubameyang, disappointed? Of course I'm disappointed. I thought everyone removing Aubameyang was going to be good for me because Aubameyang is a top winger, our top striker, and he doesn't really... The way I look at Aubameyang, watching him now, it's like he's telling the manager, telling the staff, he's fed up of playing on the wing. He doesn't want to play on the wing. Why are they playing on the wing? God knows. I saw the lineup. I was so happy. I thought they were playing Aubameyang up front. I'm like, those are definitely points. They ended up playing Willian up front. What was the thinking there? Willian up front? I mean, it wasn't up front like the false 9 striker, but what? What is he? Why are you playing Willian as a false 9 striker when you have Aubameyang there? You could play Willian on the left. What is the point of this? He had a decent game. He got a cross in. Yeah, see where I'm going now. I'm trying to get crosses and Steve stuff because he doesn't get much of the ball. He is a player. He looks like a player. He's fed up of playing on the wing. He wants to play up front. Go back into his position. He's a top striker, as we can see before. He scores goals for fun. If they play him as a striker against Leicester, I'm going to tell you, his form is going to go up and he's going to start scoring goals for fun. After the Leicester game, obviously, because he's going to get 2 goals there. And Son, another one I'm proud of, but not much of a differential. But we could say it was a good captain choice. I mean, after last week, we needed a big captain choice. And 26, very proud of Son. He's going to be kept in my teams for the next few weeks. I mean, Tottenham might decline maybe that result. I mean, the thing is, Tottenham look like an attacking side, but as a team, I mean, they drew against Newcastle, lost against Everton, and now drew against West Ham. And people are still calling them title contenders. Like, what are they talking about? They might score goals for fun, but if they can't do it in the other end, what's the point? What is the point? Bruno Fernandes, another one I was very impressed with because I watched this game and it started out as stressful as it could be. He scored the goal, it was disallowed. He missed a penalty after that, so that was a minus point. I was furious by then. And then he managed to score a goal and get an assist, or maybe 2 assists, I'm not sure. And yes, that was very, a proud owner. I felt like a proud father, keeping Fernandes in my team, managing to get points as well. I was very happy with this. But the next 2, they're meant to be. These 2 are meant to be the players who get me points, who get me higher ranks, because these are the differentials. Townsend and Barnes, and I don't know how to explain. They are top players. They can't get points. Let's talk about Leicester first. They didn't have Vardy, they didn't have Soyuncu, and they went out like a bunch of chickens. Like, what were they doing against Aston Villa? And Barnes, the team against Man City we saw play, it has totally changed. I don't know what happened to Leicester. I mean, West Ham was a tough game, I have to admit. 3-0 isn't a result. And now they're making Aston Villa look like the new Leicester, the new them. So, I think that was poor by Leicester. I mean, it's frustrating, Barnes. Frustrating. After that Man City game, I'm like, sure, he's going to get some points, especially because he scored a goal against West Ham. It was ruled out. So, I thought definitely he'd get one against Aston Villa. Didn't even manage to get that. I'm not sure if he got a shot on target that game. Townsend, I guess he'll be I'll give Townsend a chance since he played very good against Fulham. Didn't manage to get any points though, and they have played well against Brighton. It didn't manage to get any points, but I'm gonna keep him because he has Fulham next, and Fulham are poor right now, absolutely poor. So I'm gonna definitely keep him in my team, both Crystal Palace assets. And the front two, if you think about it this way, it isn't a good front two. We managed to pick up 5 points from 2 players, but Calvert-Lewin, I have to admit, I am gonna probably keep him in my team for a while. But the thing is that annoys me with Calvert-Lewin, everyone has him in his team. He's been the most transferred player for the past 2 game weeks. You don't want a player like this in your team, even though he's getting goals every week. But I mean, especially me, maybe someone else will feel like this. I'd rather keep Richarlison instead, but now Richarlison has a red. I mean, so he won't be playing for maybe 2 games or so. I'm not sure what's the red card rule in the Premier League. But I didn't say I was going to transfer Richarlison now because I'm going to keep it as a surprise, I mean, after 5 seconds. So let's get into the preview or review. Let's get into the preview, Game Week 6 preview. So guys, this is my Game Week 6 team. I'm not going to discuss, I'll just get into the transfer straight away, just talk about my thinking in the camp here. Like, which players do I want to keep in my team? The transfer that I have made is Richarlison out. It was an obvious one. He's got a red. I don't know how long he won't be playing for. And when he comes back, I won't want to keep him, okay? And especially because if I don't transfer him out, I have to play 4 at the back, basically. So that will suck. So I've transferred out him for Kane. And you guys might be confused because I said I wanted to sub off Calvert-Lewin because many owners have him. And Kane might be the most transferred in this game week. So my thinking here, I'll explain it right now. Kane, Burnley, we remember what happened last year. They got smashed 5-0, and that was a decent Burnley side. And this year, Burnley are even worse this year. It wasn't in this specific fixture, but there's no fans, so home and away doesn't really make a difference. So, and Burnley are probably the worst team in the Prem right now, in my opinion. Most probably, yes, they are the worst team in the Prem right now. Could be Fulham. It's between Fulham. I don't think Sheffield are the worst, but I think they probably go down this year. They're one of those top 5 worst teams. But the reason I got Kane, as I said, they're like one of the worst teams in the Premier League. And maybe I think Tottenham will get a result here, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to be a salty Arsenal fan here. So I think Burnley will concede goals. They will concede goals. And as we've seen before, Spurs score goals. They do score goals. I'm being honest as an Arsenal fan. They are scoring goals. They are scoring goals right now. They are on fire, and I think Bale will fit in the side. Thing is, the problem with this Kane-Son duo, what if Bale fits in the side and the goals will probably be shared out more equally? So we'll get less goals from Kane and Son and a bit more Gareth Bale action. So maybe Gareth Bale might be able to fit in the team soon. I don't mind it. It's kind of interesting. So, but as you guys know, I don't like these most bought players, you know what I mean? Like most transferred in players. So as you guys know, I have some planned transfers ready in. And I'm removing Kane the next week after this. And I'm going to put in, I'm saying it now, Timo Werner, unless he gets a red card. Because, let me tell you one thing. As you know, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I don't like rating these Timo Werner, Kane, Son. But, I gotta be honest. I think one of the main reasons Werner had a slow start, even though I'm being honest, totally honest here, it's not really, the league is obviously, it makes a difference, and the number 2 point, the main factor, the also factor why Aubameyang is struggling right now, he's being put on the wing. What is this idea of putting a strikers on the wing? He played in the middle, he's back 2 goals. And the reason I'm not playing him this week is because they're playing an on-form Manchester United. And I'm not lying here, they just beat PSG the other night. So they are on form Manchester United. So I don't trust Werner in this game, so I'll transfer him next week. But let's go from the bottom and see what I think of this team. In goal, Matt Ryan, against West Bromwich Albion at home. I really do. I do expect a clean sheet here. If there is no clean sheet here, I will be disappointed, Matt Ryan. I will be mad disappointed. If a Burnley defense managed to keep a clean sheet against West Brom, why can't you, Matt Ryan? They managed to get a clean sheet against Newcastle, so I really do expect a clean sheet here, especially after no one has him in his team, so he's a differential for a goalkeeper. Mitchell, I do expect a clean sheet also. I mean, I'm being too harsh, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, there are no clean sheets. There are rarely any clean sheets in the Premier League these days. They're just goals galore. But I'm going to say it here. I want a clean sheet from you, Mitchell. Digne, I just want you to be Digne. Get me some assists and I'll be happy. Bellerin, I want you to get assists. I do think Arsenal could keep a clean sheet in this game. I want you to get assists. Aubameyang, this is a tough thing. I put him vice captain for now, but I am thinking to swap Son with Aubameyang. I mean, I put Aubameyang captain and Son vice captain. But hold up. I know everyone's gonna start ranting to me if the comments are open, obviously. But the thing is, I think Aubameyang. I think Arteta's gonna change Aubameyang's position to playing up front this game against Leicester. And Leicester are missing some important key players, Soyuncu and Vardy, the top players. So I think he could punish this Leicester defense, and I think he could grab a double. I'm saying from now, I think he could grab a double this game. But for now, Son has the armband. I mean, if Soyuncu is back, then if Soyuncu won't come back, I'm gonna swap the armband to Aubameyang. If he does, swap it back to Son. Middle, a player I expect to get points, Bruno Fernandes. He is basically the man on fire right now, and he is one of those players that people just hate because he is just come into this new league and he's just pushed it. Like the way people hate Salah nowadays, he's just absolutely he's shown the Premier League that he has talent, and obviously that's gonna come with haters. People are gonna hate on him, but he is a top player. He's a very top player to come in the Premier League and start scoring and getting assists like this. I mean, he's involved in basically every United goal. I mean, I'm being kind of sarcastic there, but most of them, 90% of United's goals are going through Bruno Fernandes. And the next two are a tough one. I have Townsend. I really expect to get points against a Fulham side, so I'll be disappointed if he doesn't. And we have Barnes. You know, guys, I mean, if you've seen my videos, my last few videos of me doing FPL, I always said I don't like players who play against my club, Arsenal. Why did I say Barcelona? Arsenal, sorry. I don't like, because I feel kind of like a traitor. But the thing is, I don't want to take a -4 hit because I've been taking a lot of -4 hits and they haven't been working out. Will I take a -4 hit for him? Most probably. But this is a very tough decision with this Barnes situation, but could be kept in the side, to be honest, and I could give him like a pass this game because he's most probably gonna blank. Two up front, Kane, Calvert-Lewin. Both expect to get points. Kane hopefully gets a lot of points. Calvert-Lewin get a goal, and that's it. I'm happy. And that is it for my video today. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and just hit that like button. It doesn't really make a difference, but hit that like button. And if you guys didn't know, I mean, you probably know because it was in the first part of the video. If we get 13 more subscribers, I'll be playing with that foot draft team that was in the last video. And it is going to be a top video if you guys subscribe, because I'm going through a hard time because the Champions League is back this week. And if you guys didn't know, the club that I support... Oh, this ant. No, wait. Okay, the club that I support, this team, Arsenal, aren't in the Champions League again this year. And it's some hard time, just watching your team go down. It is so hard. This is depressing. It's mad depressing, especially seeing these teams like United having good nights in Paris like these, like 2-1 wins at Paris. I miss those nights. I want to see nights like these again. So if you want to support this tortured fan, just, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm tortured, but if you want to help this poor, what am I saying? If you just want to help me out, just subscribe. And that is it for the video. So that is it, yeah. Adnan Plays Predicts.